The other day, I went to Kmart. I went to the technology section to buy a new phone case, but saw there were none left for my old iPhone 8. I asked the store employee if they had any cases for my phone model, and they said there might be some out the back. They went and checked out the back and found some cases that fit my phone. I thanked them for their help, picked out one of the cases, and continued my shopping. Now, was that story too confusing or grammatically incorrect?
Nope.
No, so you can understand the use of they, them pronouns. Even the simple use of pronouns has become a highly politicized and contested topic, which puts marginalized groups at harm who rely on this form of identity affirmation. One of these groups include people who identify as transgender. Gender discrimination remains a prevalent issue for transgender people, which can be explored through a sociological perspective. The French sociologist Michel Foucault's discourse theory is expressed as a system of thinking and interpreting that explores social legitimacy. The discursive approach stemmed from this theory and is a practice of understanding human interaction. So, why are some human experiences seen as socially legit and some interpreted as not? Well, Foucauldian discourse theory identified the social construct of gender by categorizing the social and physical attributes of man and woman. The term transgender was founded upon the opposition of these gender norms and heteronormativity as a social construct. Through this foundation and understanding of gender discrimination through discourse theory, transgender discrimination can be interpreted through the discursive approach. You may be asking, why do individuals react to transgenderism through extremely harmful and even fatal discrimination? Well, the discursive approach offers an explanation to this. Through the discursive approach, transgenderism is interpreted as opposing to the social norms. Individuals' reactions is based on their interpretation and understanding of the social systems enabled through the discourse. To understand why this remains such a topical issue, the history of transgenderism must also be understood. People who identify as transgender are individuals who identify in a way that differs from their birth-assigned gender. Transgenderism is an all-encompassing term, which includes various notions of self-identification. In the 2016 Australian National Consensus, only 1,260 individuals indicated they were gender or sex diverse. This was the first time a question that engaged gender-diverse individuals was included on the national consensus. These figures were not considered to be an accurate representation of the population, particularly when compared to figures in the USA, where 0.6% of the population, 1.2 million people, were estimated to identify as transgender in 2016. These hidden figures and the underrepresentation of transgender people in Australia contributes to discrimination, ignorance, and human rights violations. This underrepresentation also delegitimizes transgenderism relative to heteronormativity, which is understood through the discursive approach. Exploring gender discrimination through the sociological lens of the discursive approach can assist university students in interpreting the cause of transgender discrimination and identifying where it is still enabled within higher education. Despite hidden figures and underrepresentation, transgender people still represent a small portion of the Australian population, and heteronormativity has been standardized as a norm. Transphobic discourses are still common practice in Australia, despite anti-discrimination policies and acts claiming to protect the rights of gender-diverse individuals. During the COVID-19 pandemic, transgender and gender-diverse people were unable to be socially acknowledged as their affirmed gender due to social distancing and lockdown measures preventing social gatherings. Getting dressed to go to Coles was as close to going out as we got. Acts of discrimination, including purposeful misgendering and the sustained misuse of an individual's pronouns, were occurrences voiced by university students as learning transitioned to online platforms. Despite the resources available to create inclusive online environments, many students experience invalidation of their gender through the reinforced agenda of heteronormativity. This video acknowledges that discrimination and gender discrimination do not fit into a single explanatory category. This video neither assumes to offer a simplistic solution to discrimination or to undermine the understanding and experiences of discrimination by university students. This platform and video have been created specifically to start a dialogue and engage university students and the public who have had an experience with gender discrimination. This video used the discursive approach derived from the Foucauldian discourse as a lens to explore transgender discrimination. If you would like to discuss anything brought up in this video, please do not hesitate to contact the content creators listed in the description below. Please subscribe to our channel and continue interacting with our content.